So, Caitlin Clark was seen in Milan for Fashion Week. And yeah, a lot of people have been posting this, and I literally got shared this post. And this was a very, very odd one because I'm like, oh, is this in any way relevant? And the truth is, yeah, it is. It is. This is relevant because it is what is happening with off-season Caitlin Clark. Like, this is as relevant as anything going on in Unrivaled. And at least tomorrow there's some games. When does Unrivaled end next week? Does Unrivaled end this week? When do they go to Miami? I don't really know. Like, the Unrivaled final. So the last regular season game is Friday. Tomorrow at a reasonable hour. Hive Lunar Owls missed vinyl, which is irrelevant. And the Rose played a Phantom, which is kind of irrelevant again. So Saturday, and the final is on Monday. Is it? Or is that on the 4th? No, sorry. The semifinals are on Monday. The quarterfinals are on Saturday. Ah, yes, there's 2 quarterfinals. So the Hive have the Phantom have a bye. But Caitlin Clark, obviously being in Miami, she is with, saying Caitlin Clark when USA coaching staff tells her she needs to stop eating chocolate chip cookies going for Italy. I don't know how, to be fair, Caitlin Clark could literally play as a naturalized player for any country in the world. I think any country in the world will give her a passport. If Caitlin Clark decides she just wants to be the most unpatriotic person ever and just goes, screw America, she could literally play for whatever country she wants because of the FIBA naturalization rule, because anyone will give her a passport. That being said, she's going to play for Team USA. She is with Eileen Gu, which is hilarious, which is absolutely hilarious, with the whole Winter Olympics stuff around her. It was absolutely hilarious. Why is she cheapening her public image? Taking a picture with, I mean this when I say this, the highest paid female athlete in the world. What are we doing? What are we doing? And Caitlin Clark front row at the Prada show for Milan Fashion Week. Obviously, Caitlin Clark has been working with Prada since at least draft night. I don't know if it was before draft night. It might have been before that. And it's something that has been obviously big for the last couple of years. That relationship has, I'd say Caitlin's made a good chunk of money off that, and vice versa. I think it's kind of relevant. I'm actually surprised that they haven't tried to collab on something kind of, maybe Prada isn't that type of brand. Maybe that's more so like Louis Vuitton and stuff that would collab with other brands if it was a Caitlin Clark logo stuff. But I don't know. I don't know anything about fashion. I'm wearing a Leeds top in a color that is questionable enough that I don't even know. I'm incredibly colorblind, and I couldn't even make a guess at what this color top is. I couldn't even make a guess at what it is. So, yeah, it is what it is. And I mean, obviously she's going to piss people off in whatever way. I think maybe Kate Martin captured look Caitlin Clark was going for with the I'm not scared of you face, the Steward called it the screech face. Oh, come on. But either way, this is one of those things where I'm like, Caitlin Clark it's one of those things where she is still that kind of mega global superstar. Her showing up, her being at Fashion Week in Milan it's not gonna, anyone being it's gonna make Fashion Week, that's just not a thing that. But her being there is somehow one of the more relevant things in the women's basketball world. As the WNBA shared this post, and I do find it hilarious where I'm like, the league itself will share that, and I'm like, if the WNBA are smart, they would go all in on any player that's refusing to play in any other league. As in, if Caitlin Clark played in Unrivaled, and Unrivaled had all this crazy viewership, Like, there is a world where the WNBA, where they say about Unrivaled, like, okay, yeah, we're good. We don't need the WNBA. But that world does not exist because Caitlin Clark's not playing in Unrivaled, so therefore Unrivaled are pulling in horrific viewership. Horrific. Like, it is what it is. But it's terrible. Like, even with Angel Reese, it was terrible. But yeah, look, I'm not too disappointed in seeing this, and I don't care. Like, some people are like, as well, when it comes down to it, like, oh, she should be working on her game. She's got to, she's got to be ready for Team USA camp in like 10 days. And I'm like, man, she's spending a day in Italy. This is Caitlin Clark. She's on a fucking private jet. And even if she isn't, she's grand. I've literally seen professional athletes, especially, like, look, I'm in Ireland, that aren't in any way Caitlin Clark, get off economy flights and step right out on the court and hoop. I've seen it happen a lot. It is not an uncommon thing. But that being said, again, she's going to be back in plenty of time. To get her. She's going to be back in plenty of time to get her bearings, to get ready to play, and to be ready to hoop. Because let's be real, it is realistically this is about showing up and showing that she's still Caitlin Clark. She doesn't have to be the best player on the team. And that's one of those things people don't realize. Caitlin Clark can score 8 points a game and still hoop for this Team USA. She can score less than 8 points in the game. If she literally just starts launching forward, if she's able to launch the ball forward and get a couple of assists here and there, and the team performs much better with their young players than they do with their older players, because they're going to be going with some really weird lineups. Like, they're going to be playing a player in Chelsea Gray who hasn't been a point guard in years, a point guard. Like, if they go young and the young team wins, like, that's really, if you are a fan of Team USA, what you're hoping for is that. Because that possible outcome of going young and winning helps long term, because you're going to have to go somewhat young. Like, if you see in the Olympics in 2028 a like 36-year-old Chelsea Gray rocking up and they're like, oh, they need experience, I'm like, what the fuck is a 33-year-old Aja Wilson for? Or a 34-year-old Stewie? Like, what are they for? Like, how much more experience do you need? It's like saying we need a 42-year-old Dana Taurasi for experience, and I'm like, well, what are people talking about? She's 42 years old. We need a retiring Dana Taurasi. Like, oh, it is what it is. So anyway, yeah, that's the video. See you guys.